Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's go. You ready?
Who the Hell Knows podcast.
What's up, motherfuckers? This is the Who the Hell Knows podcast coming at you on a Monday. What? Monday, October 21st, 2019. Who loves Mondays, bitches? No, I was kidding. I'm here with, my name is Bubba, by the way. I'm here with my best friends in the whole wide motherfucking world. We got, no? You don't believe it? You don't believe me?
I believe you.
What's wrong? What's going on?
I don't know. We got Wally in the fucking house. Wally in the house.
Thank you, sir.
And we got motherfucking wicka slut nut, young nut, Mr. Jingles, Cheeky Lean, Snippy. Fuck, what are some other fucking Cheese It, Cheese Nip, Cheese Whiz, Cheese Biz? That was good.
I don't know.
What's been up, motherfuckers? How's going on? You looking like a Guido nowadays, huh?
Huh?
I mean, hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hey.
I don't know.
Hey, how's Joey? You still working down at the garage?
I don't know. I think
I don't know.
I think having long hair is kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, you got like a little ponytail going on in the back. It's getting longer every week I see you. It's getting longer.
It is.
This is as long as you've ever had it?
Yeah. I never had my hair long. Like actually long, so I'm gonna have my hair like probably to my shoulders.
Why? What inspired this?
Fuck it. Why not? I mean, I take care of it. I take care of my hair. I just make sure I wash it. That's it.
So, well, I mean, a lot of people around here have long hair. Is that something that inspired? What makes you want long hair?
I don't know. Laziness.
Is that what it is? You just
No,
don't
I
want to
don't
go to the
know. I don't
barber
know.
or
I just-
something?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I just started off like...
Because you used to have short hair. Like, really short. Like,
I
you used
know.
to be like... You used to be like I used to be.
Yeah, like buzzed.
Yeah, when it was buzzed, but like you would be like, it would just get like a little bit more, like a 2 or a 3, and you'd be like, oh, I need a haircut. I need a haircut, and it's only like, it's only a little fucking buzz.
Why are you
know?
laughing, asshole?
And
I want to know.
Yeah.
What's going on? Tell me.
Yes. I'm just.
You look high as fuck, right?
Yeah. I took a dab. Took a dab.
Dab time. Dab time.
No, I was just looking at you and I was like, damn, it is crazy because he had long hair since 2009.
Really?
Yeah. And I would just, and then you cut a couple of times short because of your, your job,
Yeah.
when you used to work in a bank. And I don't know. I remember, like, I was just laughing because I remember you with flat top. But
I think I remember a picture of that, like freshman year maybe or something.
I like having short hair because laziness. Also, dude, I don't have an identity.
and then bald, you look like a Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle.
Flat top was
I mean,
awesome.
if you guys knew him in high school, you knew he had short hair.
Hey,
Fucking-
dude.
Sometimes he would do some
You
crazy
look like
shit.
a white cholo when you have bald hair.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I look like a cholo.
I used to
when
get
had bald hair.
profiled by the police, dude. Believe it or not. All the
believe
time. All the time. I always got pulled over, and every fucking time.
Where were you driving?
If it wasn't, sometimes there was no reason. That's
in the
why
ghetto?
I said I was
Were you
being,
driving in the ghetto?
I mean, yeah, I guess because I was working in the ghetto. So I worked in Pomona. I don't want to talk shit on Pomona, but that was the first place I ever seen a dead body. So
Oh, shit.
yeah. But anyways, yeah. That time was in Pomona. There was another time in Chino that I got profiled. I think it was profiled because they didn't give me a good reason. The one in Pomona, I was on my break, and they were like, is this your car, sir? I'm like, yeah.
They pulled you over?
Yeah, how long you had this car? And I was like, I've had this car since I graduated high school in 2007. It's been like 4 years maybe, you know? And like, you have your driver's license, blah, blah, blah. And and I give it to him. He gives it back. He's like, all right, you can go. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Another time they like said that the fucking... I used to have this thing that I got from Ozfest. It was a little necklace.
Oh, yeah, the two people fucking.
Yeah. And I used to have that hanging in my mirror, and the cop used that as an excuse. And I know for a fact that he couldn't see that shit because he flipped a bitch, dude. He was driving, and we made eye contact, and then he turned around, and I was like, fuck.
He made eye contact?
Yeah, because I was just...
Did you smile?
I was like... flipped him off. And I was like,
Speaking of ghetto, we can finally talk about this. We all saw the Joker.
Hey, that movie was crazy, dude.
What kind of...
Yeah, I don't know how that had to do with anything that we were talking about.
Well,
Speaking of ghetto.
Yeah, the segue. Good segue,
Well,
Caesar.
no, well, he
Gotham
said ghetto.
City or what?
Yeah, we talk about ghetto in the beginning. I don't know.
Gotham's ghetto?
Yeah, the way
Or
it
when he
looked,
grew up, yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
It's been, 3 weeks since it's out, so I think, we don't have to say spoilers or any of that bullshit.
Some people haven't seen it, but, spoiler alert, motherfuckers. We're going to be talking about it.
We're going to spoil the shit out of it. I think, yeah, it's time.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You
Because who
saw
the
it
hell
finally?
knows?
Yeah, I finally saw it. I was the last.
Dude, real quick, I love Caesar, dude. I love how he goes, hey, we can talk about it because who the hell knows? He just throws it in. I sometimes go back and listen to old episodes just to hear where Caesar throws it in. You know what I mean? I love it. But yeah, you were the last one to see it, right?
Yeah.
And what'd you think?
It was fucking better than I expected, honestly. Like, I was skeptical because, honestly, I was a big fan of Heath Ledger's Joker. And, when he passed away, I was, devastated.
But you still are, though, or no?
It's kind of fucked up because I wasn't devastated that he passed away. I was devastated that his Joker character passed away. And I was like, how the fuck you going to make one fucking Batman movie as, the greatest Joker I've ever seen, which is probably what people said about all the other Jokers when they came out. But I was like, dude, it was just, spot on. I didn't even know it was Heath Ledger at first. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then so I thought this Joker had a lot to live up to. I was just like, fuck, dude, And he totally made it his own, but it was still, towards the end, I was like, dude, that's the Joker. You know what I mean? I've heard certain things, people are like, that's not the real Joker. The real Joker comes from him because I've heard different theories and shit, and I don't know what's real, but anyways, I was just like, that's the Joker. How he's fucking dancing around with the gun in his hand and shit, and just can't stop laughing, and there's just it was badass movie, dude. I liked it. He's when the fucking cops are getting beat up in the fucking subway or whatever, and he's dancing around and shit. I was like, yeah, dude, that's the Joker. The Joker's I don't know. He's insane. He's insane, dude. He was in the fucking Arkham Asylum. They didn't give him his medication anymore. They stopped his medication, and he fucking went crazy, dude. He pretty much took it like they were outcasting people like him. They weren't gonna help him anymore. You know what I mean? So he got fucking shut out, and he took that out on people. He finally just was like, dude, this feels good, killing people, and he felt good, dude. People that were fucking with him,
He said at one point, he's like, oh, people are starting to notice me.
Yeah.
And it was just because they're looking for somebody who killed people, the 3 people he shot in the subway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's dark. He's just like, they don't know it's you, fool, but he knew he did it.
Yeah. There's just a lot of serial killers and shit like that are like that. They like seeing shit like that on the news. And they
Damn, that is dark. I just got that.
You might catch them at the scene of the crime, when they're investigating and shit. You might catch the actual killer at the crime scene because they're really interested, and they like to see their work, and they like to see how other people are reacting to their work, and Fucking people are crazy, dude. Some people are fucking wacko. Like the people out there that like to, you know, they get something out of it. You know, like the Ted Bundys out there that, you know, they like to keep a trophy or something. You know what I mean? Like a lot of serial killers. But like that just goes to like show how. I don't know where I'm going with this anymore.
Why are you interested in that? Because all that stuff kind of interests me.
I know people that are interested of that.
It's just the human mind, really.
A lot of people, right?
Yeah, I know people.
Yeah, there's people that go on like dark tours. Have you ever
like,
heard of that? There's actually a Netflix special called Dark Tourists, and a lot of people go to places like Ted Bundy's old house or the place. What was that guy, John Wayne Gacy, the guy that chopped up all those people and like a long time ago? Like people like to go to those houses and see where it all happened and like where the another one is where the atomic bombs exploded in Japan. People like to go there. That's considered a dark tourist area.
What happened to
Chernobyl, places where a lot of people died and like, you know, some crazy shit happened.
What happened to Japan? Like, are people living there now where they got bombed? I thought people weren't supposed to.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Wasn't
I think
supposed to
it
be
was
like
like
500 years or something of radiation or something, like nobody could live on it or something?
I think it was like 50 years. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly how that worked.
People just forget about it.
We should look it up on the internet.
I mean, if you see what it looks like now compared to what it looked like right after it happened, you'll be like, wow, dude. Because there was nothing there. It obliterated everything. There was just remnants of buildings.
No, I just questioned the whole radiation thing because they would say, oh, it's unlivable and stuff, and now people are living there and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened there?
Yeah. I don't know, dude. You got to ask Google or something.
No, yeah, I'm sure they know what. But
I feel like I read about that or something, but like, yeah. I don't think it's 500. What'd you say, 500?
Well, I don't know. Chernobyl, you can't live there, and that was probably longer than that, right?
Yeah, that was. I think that might have been. I don't know. It all depends on like how much or how radioactive something is, or like, you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just swept all the ashes up and they're like, we're good. Fucking. Are you worried about that shit, like radiation? Because if you think about it, that fucking oil, that disaster that happened in Japan in the ocean. Is that still a thing? Like, is that in the ocean? Like, I eat shrimp and like fish all the time, and I'm like, dude, am I gonna get some kind of? But it's so good, you know. Like, I love ceviche. I don't think I could stop eating ceviche. Like,
I think as far as I'm concerned, that shit's still open. It'll never be fixed.
Like, I feel like they're saying that they like plugged it, like, or like slowed it down or something, but like, or they built like an isolation wall or some bullshit, but like. There's nothing you can do about it unless you go in there and fucking fix the reactor somehow with like robots or something. I don't know.
And I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. You know, we're so dumb.
Who is that? Who is that? The Japanese fucking nuclear some shit. Yeah, we don't even know what we're talking about. Who the hell knows, man?
No, because that's like on some other level shit, man.
But I think about that sometimes, and a lot of people probably forgot about that. Because what year did that happen? Like 2012 or some shit? 2013?
I don't remember, man.
Yeah, dude. So
I'm bad with time. Do you remember when all these things happened?
Think so.
Because you don't know what's really real about it, though, is because there's like people that are like, oh, they're making the ocean radioactive. All that waste is going in the ocean, which is what I believe. Because I'm like, if that's happening, then that's happening, you know. But they're trying to. I've read into it a while back, and they were saying like, oh, there hasn't been any like signs of like the life, the ocean life or whatever being fucked up or anything like that. Like there's been no effects, noticeable effects around the area, so it's like there's nothing to worry about. It was pretty much what I read, and I was like, that just doesn't sound right, dude. Like if that shit's spilling into the ocean, then eventually, and they can't stop it because they can't get in there because of the half-life, the radioactive half-life you're talking about is so, you know, I don't even know, dude. Like, it's crazy. I don't even understand how that shit works. How something is so radioactive that it could fuck with it. It's a piece of metal. Have you seen plutonium? What it looks like? It literally looks like a piece of metal. It's not glowing.
Yeah, that's how I've seen it in cartoons. That's it. Like on The Simpsons, I think.
I don't know. It's a trip, dude. I don't understand it's chemistry pretty much. You're learning about the.
We're so stupid.
Yeah.
I'm so stupid. I'm ignorant. Damn, that's crazy. Because I was gonna say some real ignorant shit just now. Because I was gonna say, in reality, all that like all this stuff we've read about, we've never lived it. We don't know what the fuck it. You know what I mean? This is it right here for us. Going to
Who
work.
the hell knows podcast every
No, you know
Monday,
what I mean?
motherfucker.
Going to work, you know, and like fuck, I've never been to Japan. I've never, you know, I heard about it, but my reality is this.
I read a lot about it a while back because I was interested and I was scared. So, you know, but I didn't prepare to talk about this, so I don't have like what they're called. There's an organization that takes care of that shit in Japan.
Yeah.
They were in charge of the actual power plant.
Before we lose track, the Joker thing.
Oh yeah, the Joker. I didn't fuck, dude. See,
I don't know, but
we haven't even smoked. Like,
well, you haven't, but
oh yeah.
your overall opinions on it. What do you think?
Wow.
You know, we never really got. You know,
I got the chills. It was dark. We all loved it.
Yeah.
I can see why people they didn't like it. And
Because I heard like either half of the people liked it and half of the people didn't, or some shit like that.
it's hard for me to understand why how people couldn't like it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going into it and not knowing who the Joker is, maybe. But like, if you know who the Joker is, then, or maybe it was what I was talking about, the Heath Ledger thing. People just can't get over that. Maybe some people they're like, nope, I don't think he did.
I think everything stands on their own.
it just sucks because we all want to be liked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it sucks because the way he lives, you know, he lives in a poor area, you know, he gets treated like shit. And it also taught me, it's like, damn, we all get treated like shit. We can't say we don't. We all do.
What about all the shit that he found out about his mom and all that? Like,
That sucks.
Like, I didn't like. How much of it was he like imagining too? Like, you remember when he was just like, that didn't even just happen. Like, that was some crazy ass shit, dude. I was like, what? Me and my girl looked at each other like,
it's just good film. It's just good
That was
filmmaking.
creepy, mother-
It's good storytelling, man.
yeah, it was.
You have to be
good.
really dumb to not like it. I feel like, cause like that movie just on its own, like people are like, oh, I don't like superhero movies, dude. That's not a superhero movie. That's just a movie, dude. That's a movie that just go watch it on its own. Don't worry about the Joker. Don't worry about none of that.
Yeah.
If you didn't know about Batman and Bruce Wayne or all that, you just go watch the movie and you hear the names. Oh, that's Bruce Wayne. That's Thomas Wayne. Whatever, dude. It was good. It told a great story.
Yep.
Whether it was the right story, the wrong story. I was born in the time where the first Joker I saw was Jack
Nicholson. Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people, my parents,
And
loved that Joker.
That story of the Joker is nothing like this one.
Yeah.
You know, kind of. And Heath Ledger's wasn't either.
Well, that was more. They were both more of like the Batman movie.
But
this movie was about the Joker.
No, yeah, and how he came to be supposedly, but on the comic you read, was it like that? Like the movie? Does it go with it or
Different story.
Yeah, I feel
But
like all the stories
it was still dark. It was still dark, dude.
I know, but they're not consistent is what I'm trying to get at. Like they all stand on their own kind of. You get me? Like Heath Ledger's Joker is not Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Joaquin Phoenix, they're showing you who he was as a person, how he was, what made him pretty much be what it was. And then
well, the one that Heath Ledger was playing, he was already the Joker, full fledged. Like he was doing crime, and he was in charge. He was running shit. Like
he was the Joker. Like he had been. He was.
Everybody knew who he was. He had a thing for. He was trying to get rid of the Batman. Like, you know what I mean? He was the Joker. Like robbing the beginning of the fucking movie. They were robbing a fucking bank. You know what I mean?
But it's not even for the money. You know?
Yeah.
And Joaquin
It's all
Phoenix
just fun for him.
Joker
like,
was like so fucking. It hurt.
yeah.
It hurt me like it.
Honestly,
I was happy when he killed the 3 people. Like I was happy
Yeah.
when he shot Robert De Niro in the fucking face. I was with him.
dude, that was fucking perfect, dude. Like I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming. I knew something crazy was gonna happen, but when he was just like telling like what happens when he first blah blah blah, and he's like what, and he's just
You get what you deserve. Boom.
right there on live television, dude. Like fuck, that shit was powerful. So it had its moments, you know what I mean? Like there was some things that the old Joker Heath Ledger did right, and then there was things that this guy did right. And yeah, you're right, dude. The story alone by itself is just they did great. Dude.
Forget the whole Batman superhero thing, you know? It's like it's just dude, what the fuck? It's great, man. And a lot of people can relate.
They should have gave him his medication, dude. Because he was a good guy. He was just weird.
But not only that, dude.
Just everything that led up to it.
Yeah,
all,
and like
the way his coworkers treated him.
Not only that, but like his problem wasn't even his problem, dude. He was adopted by a crazy lady.
Yeah.
Who abused him. Like this kid had trauma, things that wasn't even his fault. He didn't even know. When he found out, he just started laughing, which was great. He was laughing, but you could tell he was like, "What the fuck," you know, realizing it. And then I was telling Sue that was my favorite part of the movie. Is like the next scene when he's in the hospital with his mom.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he kills her, and then what he says, like, you know, like he goes, "Dude, my whole life I haven't been fucking happy.
My life's
1 minute of my life, yeah." And he realized, like, none of it is really his fault. He's got this trauma that he never really knew about because his therapist clearly didn't give a fuck, wasn't even listening to him.
Yeah.
Once he found out, he's like, "Dude, nothing's wrong with me. Like, I've been kind of the victim my whole life, you know." And then he started doing what he was doing, and I was like, "Dude, that's great."
I think it just make if you need to take anything out of it, like the people are gonna shoot, take this as a sign and shoot people up. Like maybe you should just stop treating people like shit.
And some people will do that.
Yeah, maybe you should take it as a warning. You know what I'm getting?
Just trying to be nicer to people, right?
Yeah, well, because you never know when you're gonna come across somebody like that. You know what I mean? Who's just gonna lose their shit and kill you because you couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut. You know what I mean?
It's just like,
I'm not justifying it, I'm not justifying revenge murdering or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, maybe people should just start treating people better, and you might not get killed by somebody crazy, because you don't know who's got a mental illness. You know what I mean? Like that lady, she's like, "What's so funny?" Like, you know what I mean? In the bus when he's like laughing uncontrollably, and he has to give her the fucking card saying like, "I have a medical condition." Like, you never know, dude. Like.
it was really dark.
Yeah, it was a good ass movie, dude. I really liked it.
It was really dark. I've seen it 3 times. The second time I saw it was bootlegged and it was in Russian, so a lot of the writing I didn't really catch. The first time I was more the first time
Bootlegged and in Russian.
yeah. The first time I watched it, I was more in awe of the whole thing happening that I didn't get to read a lot, and I'm kind of going blind, so I couldn't see it. The third time, I got to see it perfect and read everything. And one of the other things that he had written was saying one of the, I don't know exactly what it said, but something about one of the bad parts about having a mental illness, people expect you to live like you don't.
Oh, yeah, it was
And
his
I'm like,
comedy sketches, huh?
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck, that's... I've been a victim of treating people like that, like forgetting, getting mad and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, I gotta remember this person. You know, it's not all there, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the mind's crazy, dude.
You know, and then
that's
like,
why I'm interested in like serial killers and shit. It's because what is it that's different about their fucking mind? But there's people out there working like day and night trying to figure this out, going crazy, trying to figure out why serial killers are killing people or why certain people can't fit into a crowd or whatever. You know what I mean? Like why there's sociopaths and psychopaths. Sorry about this.
it all seems to be like just trauma, like some kind of trauma that happened to them as a kid. or maybe in the womb, or that the parent, or some shit like that.
Yeah, but there's like a perfect combination of things that happen that makes everybody so unique. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What was it that like? What is it that? What is the one event that happens that turns somebody that switches them? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
some people I think genuinely are born not completely, as we would like to say, sane. You know, are missing something. Something's misfiring or something.
it's all just chemicals, right?
Dude, it's all up for grabs. It's all up like for debate. Like anything can happen, dude. We can vary so goddamn much.
That's why people are so like indifferent with each other, is because nobody really knows what the fuck. But a lot of people act like they know what the fuck, you know what I mean? But nobody really knows, so everybody's just like, no, fuck you. Fuck you though. No, fuck you. You don't really know, but you don't know either. Blah blah blah. It's like you're not any better than me and blah blah blah. I don't know, like maybe that's why, is because everything's so up in the air, like you said. Like everybody's just like pushing and grabbing and
It's cool. It's fun. It's what makes life interesting, man. It's what makes life fun, I think. Just try, like, dude, if it just goes back to what you said, just try and be cool with everybody. I try.
Be cool.
yeah, because all it takes is an asteroid to hit the Earth
Little
and kill
Or
it.
anything. Get hit by the bus when you're walking home or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Oh yeah. What's up with you, dude? You look fucking blown. Like you're just like.
Oh yeah, I put some clear eyes because my eyes were burning. I was this close to pass out. Yeah, to be honest.
You're gonna pass out
Yeah, I was gonna let you.
right here on the show.
Like right now on the couch.
Oh.
I was gonna lay
I thought you
down.
were like pass out, like.
Because I was closing my
couch.
eyes and I was kind of spinning, so I was like, no, I gotta save myself. So I was looking at the clear eyes and I saw it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna grab it. And I feel good. My eyes are wide open. I feel great. I want to continue.
Refreshing.
Yes, I feel refreshing, and I would like to talk about a little bit more about the Joker. I loved it. It was great.
So, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part, honestly, fuck, I love the whole thing, but when he kills the fat guy, and the little guy was right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck, that was a crazy part. Yeah, that guy had what was coming though. You know what I mean? Like he set him up, dude. Like, and then he was trying to be his friend. Like, those are the worst kind of people. The people that are like behind your back, and then they get you fired, and then they try to act like, oh man. Those are like people that steal from you, and then they help you look for what you're trying. You know, you're looking for the thing that they stole, and they're like, "Oh man, let me help you look for it." When they know that they're never gonna find it. Yeah, that's the kind of fucking people, dude.
My other favorite part when he brought a gun to the hospital.
Oh yeah, the little kids, and then the gun falls out.
Like he's all making it like, oh my bad.
Yeah.
I started laughing, but like no, the whole movie, I like the whole thing. I mean. There's a lot of favorite parts. Probably it's your favorite part too. The end of this scene, the end of the part when he was at the live show. You know what I mean, his laugh. You know, it just.
I like how like awkward it got when he told his joke, and then Robert De Niro was like, "We don't tell jokes like that." Blah blah blah, and they were like, "Go to fucking commercial break. Go to commercial." And then like it just like started getting more and more awkward, and you're just like, "Fuck, what's gonna happen right now? Like this is getting intense."
His laugh is probably one of my favorite things of that movie too.
Yeah. His uncontrollable laugh, and then like he would like start coughing, or like it almost sounded like he was crying. Like he did a good job. Like,
It's crazy.
that's one of the things I was like, dude, that's like the Joker right there. He's laughing and he's like killing and laughing while he's killing and like, dancing, and like he's just like. I don't know, dude. Like, because the Joker kind of had that vibe, like that eccentric, like, lunatic, fucking smart, very intelligent.
Very aware.
Yeah.
It was sad, man. It was a fucking sad movie.
So there's they left it open at the end. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah.
So you think there's gonna be more? Probably, right? Everything's got a fucking sequel nowadays.
Yeah, but yeah,
They left it open, dude.
I just don't. I don't want to see more. Or fuck, no. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Why?
You think it'll be good? Because now
Why?
it's gonna be more like.
Yeah, now they should just start making. Now that they introduced the Joker, they should just start making more Batman movies with the Joker in it, the new Joker.
But it won't be the same. If that makes sense, it won't be. I don't know, dude. No, it could be great.
Why? You don't like? You feel like you don't like this one?
I loved it, but I feel like it's a movie. It's not a Batman thing. It had not. That was like a side thing on this one to me.
That's brilliant. That's awesome.
That's why I feel like if they make
Fuck
another one, it's
Batman.
gonna be kind of hard. You get me? Or I'm sure they could do it, but they pretty much told us how he is, why he is, you know. And it's like now, if he does things that are like evil to innocent people or something, or I don't see why he would do it. Yeah, you get me?
Yeah. So they have more explaining to do, and like,
Maybe I don't know because like I don't all the people he killed.
That's
I
how
was
he
like,
is in the comic book, though.
what?
That's how he is. He does kill innocent people. He doesn't care. It's the Joker.
But why though? Like in the comic
but yeah,
book,
because
why
in
not?
this one he wasn't exactly at that level. He was just
Well,
killing
the-
people who did
The
wrong
comic
to
book
him,
that I read,
people who let him down, like.
the comic book that I read, it's called the Killing Joke. I just finished it like 2 days ago. It's awesome. He does kill innocent people, and it's really, really dark. And it's like, wow, this is.
But why? Does it say like why or how?
It just.
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you know?
Just crazy, I guess.
Yeah, because he wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, it
in
was
this.
just like, yeah, it was just like
He was
I
getting
supported what he
getting
did.
fucked over.
I was like,
and-
yeah, I was like, all right, cool. I'm with him.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
He's
how
like a
it feels.
vigilante.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure they could do it, but I just feel like it wouldn't be the same. What people would be expecting here. Or,
So maybe there will be another Joker movie, and then it shows more of how he becomes the craziest Joker that there is. You know.
with Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I'm like, they already used him. They can't just keep cycling through fucking Jokers. Didn't they already do that with?
Did you like Joker, the Jared Leto?
Never seen
No,
it.
I didn't. He was too blingy for me. I thought he's like iced out and shit, and like, no, that was too much, dude. The movie was cool. I mean, it was like action packed and shit, but like, I honestly didn't really like his, like, he had like gold teeth and shit. Like, I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing a Joker like that.
It could just be another year. It could be just I don't know. Anything's up for grabs now. I feel like people just make random shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
That Dragon Ball Evolve movie, that shit's terrible. I'm sure they don't want to ever associate that with an actual Dragon Ball. You know, they're probably like
so somebody else just had the rights to
or something. I don't know.
What was that even called? The Suicide Squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're making another one, right?
Did
Two.
somebody have like rights to that? Is that part of Warner Brothers or DC or whatever the fuck, whoever owns the right? Because Warner Brothers owns DC now, right? Or
I'm
something?
not sure to be honest.
Well, they're the ones that made that movie, though. They did a good job. That was a good. Bravo, motherfuckers, bravo, on making the Joker.
Hell yeah.
And you know all the people that were like, "Oh, it's gonna cause people to go out and murder people or something." Like, you guys are fucking retarded. Like, I could see why you might say that, but like, just to take it to that level is just way too.
We
Scared.
saw a lady
You
kind of
guys
go
are
crazy the other day, huh? At Stater Brothers.
Kind of go crazy.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, tell him.
Oh, I have to tell him?
Yeah.
Fuck. Me and Walter went to the store yesterday. Stater Brothers. And I was lighting up. He was at the other side looking at the DVDs at Redbox. And I don't know where I just hear a girl just saying, "Shut the fuck up," this and this and that. Like, something she's gonna call the cops. And then I kind of like get on my tippy toes, like, because I couldn't see shit. So I kind of like, all right, where's Wally? All right, he's over there. And then I see a big fat chick just complaining. And she was complaining about there was a guy.
I can barely hear you, dude.
There was a Cuss. Oh.
Just move it forward or something. Like you're talking like over it like this. Like you need to
my
be
bad.
like.
My bad, listeners.
It's the whole point of the headphones, dude.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell. Him,
No.
When he heard himself, he's like, oh, oh fuck.
My bad.
You got beats on too. Maybe that's why he didn't notice. He could hear them no matter what.
I just got used to it. That's
Dude,
it.
I was looking at the movies and we heard like some lady like, but I was like, what the fuck? This is somebody complaining, someone nagging for nothing. Because I couldn't really make sure what the fuck she was talking about, but she's like, oh, you guys think it's funny? You guys are laughing. I need your manager now. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm trying to be as quiet as I can, pretending to look at the red box, but I'm not looking at anything. I'm just like listening. And apparently some guy walked in there dressed as a clown, but he had his mask on his hand. You know, he didn't have it on. But maybe he put it on. Did he put it on? Did you see him put it on?
I didn't see, but like, was it necessary to bring him down?
Yeah, I think he was just trying to show off because I think he was an employee there. So, you know, people like to,
Fuck around.
or like you think you're cool. Oh, I'm going to go show my. So the lady probably saw it, and her whole thing was like, oh, with everything that's going on in the news and everything, you think it's appropriate to let somebody walk in here like that. But, like, dude, she was making a scene out of nothing.
That's why I hate the news.
Everybody's minding their fucking business. Everybody, dude. Nobody even fucking paid attention to the cunt except that one cunt. She's a cunt. I wanted to tell her something. But it's none of my business. And I'm like, dude, lady, get the fuck over it. Just get the fuck out of here. She was done and everything. But no, she had to let someone know that it's unacceptable and something has to be done. And fucking
You should
corporate.
reprimand him.
Yeah. The manager's looking at her like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, she goes, well, I'll call the cops. And I'm like, dude.
I'll call the cops.
For what, dude? Yeah, for what? Who was harmed here? What, like, it's...
Yeah, the cops are going to be like, dude, was there a crime? Because that's the only time people use the cops for all kinds of different reasons, dude. Like, and they're really only there to investigate crimes.
I'm gonna call the cops on you, bro.
Seriously though, if
you took my peanut butter and jelly,
if you're ever questioning whether or not you should call the cops,
Don't call the cops.
just think like, did somebody commit a crime? If somebody didn't commit a crime, there's no need to call the fucking cops. Literally. People call the cops, literally, like, people are like, oh, there's a fight, domestic violence. If you're not pressing charges, don't call the fucking cops. You know what I mean? Like, they're not bodyguards. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, they can tell him to leave, but technically, like, it's his house or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so many times I've seen it, and, like, the cops are like, was there a crime? No, there wasn't a crime. You know what I mean? Like, so what the fuck do you want me to do? Like, you know what I mean? And that's what this lady is, one of those people that's just like, hey, I'm going to call the cops.
And, like,
they're just wasting the cops' time.
And it's not to be fucked up or anything, but Caesar said this fat lady. Yeah, she was a fucking fat lady. Of course, it was not a hot girl. They get plenty of attention, dude.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, this is some lady who no one's fucking said nothing to, like, in a year or so. Like,
Yeah.
just horrible. I'm like...
She's unhappy.
Pobrecita, yeah. She just probably wanted, someone to notice him.
Yeah. Someone to flick the bean for her or something.
Not that way. Not looking like that.
Man.
Just a nuisance on life. It's a waste. Some people are just a waste. But hey, man.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah, and it depends
Who the hell
on
knows?
how you look at it, because like
We don't know.
this old guy just died on Saturday. Like, he got hit. And it was like some homeless dude that I had seen. And I think it's who this guy knew. And I kind of feel bad because, like, the last time I saw him, I pretended not to see him and just drove away.
Oh, wow.
Because he always asked me for money, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can understand.
And it started, like, with $1.
He's like, hey, that guy gives me money.
Yeah, and he would just show up silently. And, like, out of the bushes, he'd just be there. I was like, what the fuck? I'm cleaning, and then I think I see something, and then I just see this old man.
He steps out from behind the wall.
And if he did die, man, rest in peace. I'm almost positive it was him.
When?
But,
Who?
on Saturday, he got hit by a car, and he was old. He was like in his 60s. And I had talked to him a little bit, and like, he didn't have family. He was just surviving off Social Security, but clearly it's not enough, Alcoholic. He had problems with his legs, so he would drink because he says the alcohol made the blood flow better, so he wouldn't feel pain. I don't know.
Like, maybe you're just drunk, and so you can't feel pain. Like, nah.
But he needed help, but fuck it, rest in peace. I'm like, damn, that fast. That's crazy. Or like, fuck, just like that.
Well, rest in peace to that guy. Whoever hit him, you saved Wally a lot of money, dude. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, it's too soon. Dude, I'm sorry.
Man, it's one of those people that you ever have people that you just run into in your life. You're like, shit, we gotta put him on, dude. Like, dude at the fucking liquor store.
Oh.
Fuck, man.
Him.
It's crazy. We have to hide from people.
Fucking Caesar, we could hear your thoughts, man.
Nah,
I wish he'd get hit by a car. No, I was kidding. Don't wish that, man. You're fucked up. No, I was kidding. I totally said that.
But yeah,
I'm just on a dark note right now.
No, you're good, dude. All this Joker talk, but
I know, and I'm making like dark jokes and shit. Like,
it's funny. Makes me laugh.
So, how's your guys' week? Like, what have you been up to this week? Anything new?
Jiu-jitsu. How's jiu-jitsu, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can start tomorrow.
You took a little hiatus.
No, I go tomorrow, and then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday.
Are you getting on a flow kind of thing yet?
Yeah. I need to go in there and give it 110%.
You been doing cardio?
No, I'm going to work on it tonight.
You should. You're going to get burnt out.
I know. Sucks.
Especially having a hot, sweaty guy or girl all over you, fucking smothering you. Because that's pretty much what they're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're small.
They try to make you uncomfortable and shit. And
We'll see how it's going to go. I am a little nervous, but just don't be. Just do it. It's gonna be a little hard, but fuck it. I'm going to do it. It's going to be fun.
fuck yeah, dude.
Hey, are you nervous for your trip going to Spain?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking high. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Everything I'm saying might not even
Going
be
to Spain, bro. I'm going to Spain. That's right.
Look at his eye. You can tell, dude. One eye gets all lazy and shit. Like,
All right, just give us a live story. Give us a live
No,
story.
I'm too lazy to give a live story.
Quick one.
are you running out of
Nah.
live stories? Is that what's going on? Because
No,
you gave
I
us a little
I'd
trouble last
rather
week.
tell it
too.
when I'm a little bit sober.
All right, well, we apologize.
Yeah.
So you ain't gonna get no more live stories. when
I
I'm
will
sober.
next week.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Next week.
It's our first Monday, so
Fuck yeah. You know you
First
love it.
Monday, I already almost fucked everything up. Luckily, you know.
I honestly forgot we were gonna do this today, dude. So I was like, not that I prepare normally, but I'm like fucking more unprepared. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we gotta.
We started a little late too, because I forget and shit. Having to make trips and stuff. So
you forgot something.
we started late, so we're all a little bit burnt out right now. That's probably why,
And we ate, which never happens before the podcast.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
yeah.
fucking, I think that was a mistake.
Yeah. You think we're like all like?
Eating was a mistake. Giving him a big ass dab, clearly a mistake.
Oh.
No, I'm not picking on you. I love you.
No, that's cool.
But hey, fuck
Hey,
it.
we always say that though. We're like, oh, we shouldn't have smoked that blunt, or maybe we shouldn't take a dab before the fucking.
And we still do.
Yeah, but the clear
We
the one
still
thing we
do.
did change though is the fucking alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't had a beer on the table in a while. So.
Just minimal waters.
Yeah, this is pretty good, dude. He's got me into this new thing. No wonder it tastes so different, though. I didn't know you put so much salt. I don't know if I can drink that anymore. No, I was kidding. Like, by myself. I'm going to drink this one, but, like, making them all the time and shit, that's, like, a lot of salt. You know what I mean? I'll fucking die.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
Right?
think
Isn't too much salt, like, bad or something? Who the hell knows? Ah!
Dude, honestly, man, I don't know because a lot of people say that. But then I've heard people say, man, it's a mineral.
Yeah.
And it's Himalayan sea salt. And I think if you add sea salt to water with lime, right, it makes it alkaline, which is good for you. So,
Is that right?
yeah.
Oh, science.
Science.
And that is just stuff I've looked up, but like I didn't do no goddamn studies or anything, but
Wally's a doctor.
that's how we live our lives for the most part.
Yeah,
And it's
dude.
kind of scary to think about how like nobody really has answers, kind of.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people just die because they don't think about it. They don't care about it. They're like, who cares if salt's good for me or not? I love it.
Well, yeah. Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
but there's clearly like
then they get heart disease or something, and then people are like, yeah, it turns out salt's really bad for you.
well, I mean, there's been a lot of contradicting information, right, throughout the
maybe
ages.
it's just what kind of salt you use, because isn't there like there's like sea salt, and then there's like the iodized or whatever the fuck that shit is, like processed salt or like sugar. Isn't it like sugar? Like honey is like you guys were saying one time, molasses is like unprocessed sugar or something like that.
I don't know, maybe, dude, but I don't know. Yeah.
So does that mean molasses can't give you diabetes?
No, fuck yeah.
No,
No, fuck yeah. Sugar's sugar, I think.
I know. So like if you eat too many apples, you can get diabetes.
I mean, don't be stupid, man. I'm sure if you eat too many apple pies, you'll get diabetes. You know what I mean? And you fucking wash them down with apple juice. But
maybe, yeah.
But I think apples, for the most part, like if that's all you eat, you'll be pretty goddamn healthy.
Really? Just apples?
Yeah, fuck yeah. My brother used to do this apple water diet, and that's all he did. Apples, but that fool lost a lot of weight.
Really?
I mean, apples have a ton of fiber. Yeah, and they say an apple a day
but
keeps
like,
the doctor away. So if that's all you ate, you fucking
then you're never gonna see the doctor. Shit.
yeah.
Well, fuck, dude.
And horses eat.
But
a
don't
lot
you
of
like
apples.
need a bunch of other shit? You're
I don't
supposed to
know
eat,
what
like,
you need,
veggies
dude,
and shit.
because
you can't just eat fruits. I mean, I guess you can if
we
that's all
vary,
you have.
dude. Yeah, there's people that are just on the carnivore diet, and
But eventually want to catch up to you or something like.
I don't know.
Well, the carnivore diet. The fuck is that?
All they eat is meat.
That can't be all the.
Dude, there's people that have been doing
eat
it.
meat.
That have been doing it, and they're doing good. And one of the things,
No veggies at all.
yeah, and one of the things it also could be because it's more like of an elimination diet. Yeah, it's not only that they're just eating meat, but they're also just not eating all the other shit. Like carbohydrates or processed fats. And, they're just eating meat.
So like
It couldn't be that it's
nothing green, nothing orange,
Dude, you gotta
no
listen.
fruits.
No, there's
no
a couple
berries,
podcasts I gotta show.
No
show.
nuts, nothing.
No, just meat.
I don't know, dude. It just doesn't sound. But who the hell knows? But
I'll send you.
Seriously.
Don't be Caesar.
no, but I'm like, well, if you think of like who really, really knows, like doctors say they know, but like,
Yeah, and then one of the people that is a big proponent of it is, I think, Jordan Peterson, who's like a professor.
yeah,
Who's lost a lot of weight. A lot of things that were wrong with him are now not wrong with him.
just meat.
Just meat.
Huh.
Grass-fed meat, You'll have like a steak.
That's wild, dude. Like a lot of fucking vegans are probably like shaking their fists right now,
We need a balance.
kicking the dirt.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, I've heard a lot of people say that not eating any meat is good for you, and whether or not that's true, I'm not gonna do it. It's funny. I was actually talking to my girl about meat. I'm always talking to her about meat. No, I'm just kidding. I say it all dirty and shit. No, what do you call it? Dirty. Yes. No, I was talking to her about because we were talking about how this is something traumatic in her life. When she was a kid, for her quinceañera, or no, first communion, something like that. It was like an event for her. Her mom told her to pick out a goat, and she picked out the cutest little goat she could find. And then they fucking tied it down and murdered it in front of her.
She thought they were picking it for something else.
And she said it was so cute, and sorry I'm laughing, babe, but oh my god, that shit was fucking. And like, yeah, she said they murdered it. And I was thinking, I was like, I wonder how much less meat people would eat if they had to kill it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if you, every time you wanted to eat some chicken, you had to go kill a chicken. Would you, like eventually you'd get used to it. But
Yeah.
you'd probably still eat a lot less meat.
I hear it's like a fuck, man. Sucks to be just repeating shit I've heard, but I've done no real studies myself. You know, fucking idiot. I'm an idiot, but
Hey, at least you're honest.
I hear it's like a first world problem to complain about being vegan and shit. They're like, dude, third world countries, like any kind of meat they get, they're like, dude, this is a good thing we're eating. You know, it's hard to get.
Some people might even find something that's already been dead for a while, and they're like, hey, some of this meat's still good.
Dude, the older I get, I'm like, yeah, why not? Some people eat roadkill, and I'm like, fuck, dude. Some people.
Well, you just got to know what not to eat because there's shit that's rotting.
Yeah, and obviously don't eat like a week-old roadkill, but like you're driving, you hit a deer and it dies. I think it'd be the best thing to do to take that shit home.
If you're honestly, dude, if you're in a situation where like you have to use your resources and you know what I mean, like then.
I think people are just too like.
That is true though. A first world problem. The fucking
vegans, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't see fucking vegans in the fucking jungles and shit. What are you gonna eat? I mean, you could just eat like leaves and shit, but
and they're not fat off the meats they eat. They're fucking healthy.
Well, because they have to work. They have to do stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like if people actually had to like work for their meat, how much less meat do you think people would eat? You know what I mean?
Probably a lot less.
Right?
A lot less, yeah.
That's what tripped me out because I was asking her, I was like, do you think that you'd be able to like kill a chicken or something like that?
My grandma and like people like,
and she was like, honestly, if I had to kill it myself, I think I would stop eating it. I was like, that's crazy, dude. Because she's like really into like pets and like animals. She loves animals.
Yeah, everybody loves animals, man. No, I don't know a lot of hunters that are just like, yeah, wait,
no, but like
kill.
But like she sees them as like pets though, like. Oh my god! Do you think somebody's gonna kill something when they're like, "Oh my god"? You know what I mean? Like, she's like that when it comes to animals and shit. Like,
I'm like that too with animals.
Like, she had a pet chicken and she loved it. I'm like, somebody might kill it one day. Like, your mom's probably looking at it like, you know what I mean? Because her mom like will probably wring a chicken's neck like with no problem. You know, like, and I was just like, I don't know. It cracked me up. That's something that cracked me up.
I won't kill an animal either, too, but I feel like if I had to eat it, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because like I've seen like family members and people who hunt and stuff like that. I've seen them with a pig upside down, hanging by its fucking legs, and then they slice it up the middle with a bucket under it and all the blood, and they just pull all the guts out into the bucket right there, and they just like fucking cut the meat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, and I'm like, could you fucking do that? Like, there's a lot to it. Like, it doesn't just come packaged like that. Like, you gotta actually kill the motherfucker. So you gotta like possibly watch it die in pain, or however, depending on how good of a shot you are, and then you gotta hang it upside down and then fucking drain it of all its blood.
Yeah,
like, I think they slit its throat first, and then all the blood just naturally drains into the bucket
naturally,
and then they go because gravity. And then, I mean, that's unnatural. They create a slit, but
no, it just sounds funny.
It's just crazy. Like, I don't know if I could live like that, but I think if I had to get used to it, I probably would. You know what I mean?
Some bacon.
Yeah, because I love meat. Tacos and shit, just
we'll be back next week with a good recipe.
We're going to talk vegan next week.
For carnitas, but yeah.
A good recipe for carnitas.
Fuck it, we're going to try and get these out a little quicker now.
Hopefully, one of these days you guys will hear from Mr. Jingles and No Mama's Way podcast.
We're not going to get you high anymore. Not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For afterwards.
This motherfucker.
Anything else you want to say to the people before we leave?
No.
It's Mr. Jingles, motherfuckers. Hit him up on Instagram.
Hit me up.
Wally signing out.
Send me your love.
Motherfuckers, we'll love
see you in a couple seconds.
This was the Who the Hell Knows podcast. Week number 50. No, I was kidding. Later, motherfuckers.
Peace.